You're a vampire bat, night bites and zero apologies. You enter the world upside down. Literally. You're clinging to your mom's chest, wrapped in leathery wings, eyes squinting, and the first thing you feel is gravity pulling at your tiny toes. You're not alone. You're in a cave. It's damp, echoey, smells like fear and bat pee. But to you, it's home. Around you, dozens of other baby bats squeak and squirm. It's a bat daycare with none of the safety regulations. You don't fly? Not yet. You just hang. Literally, hang on to mom, hang on to the ceiling, hang on to life. And while most baby animals are suckling milk and learning to stand, you're learning to hang on upside down without falling into bat poop. It's not glamorous, it's not gothic, it's survival, because down there, on the cave floor, things crawl, spiders, insects, snakes. You fall, you die. So you grip, with claws too tiny to look threatening, but strong enough to hold your weight while you grow. And grow you will, into a flying, silent, night-gliding blood thief. But first, you nap, upside down naturally. You're still small. Your wings, more like wet napkins than flight gear, but they're growing, and so is your curiosity. Every night you hang there, upside down, listening to the older bats take off. You hear the flapping, the squeaks, the silence that follows as they melt into the dark. You want to join them, but your wings say, try that now and you'll face plant into a pile of skeletons. So you wait, practice, flex, stretch, flap, and watch. You watch the night, and you learn. Rule number 1, don't fly during the day. The sun is not your friend. Hawks, eagles, snakes, humans, they all love daylight. You're designed for shadow. Rule number 2, the world is huge and it does not care about you. Caves are safe, sometimes. Outside, it's chaos, wind, rain, predators, and dinner. Dinner runs. Dinner kicks. Dinner has teeth and hooves and very strong opinions about being bitten. So yeah, when your wings are finally strong enough to carry you, you don't fly for fun, you fly for survival. The night is calling, and you're almost ready to answer. There's no teacher, no lessons, no final exam. Just one rule. Learn fast or die weirdly. You're out of the nursery now, hanging with the adults, listening to their clicks, chirps, and screeches. It sounds like chaos, and it is, but it's organized chaos. You learn by watching. Who flies first? Who waits? Who comes back bleeding? That one older bat, missing an ear. The other, blind in one eye. Survivors. You're surrounded by tiny legends who made it through bad landings, close calls, and cows that kicked too hard. So what do? You start flying. Just a few feet at first, then more. Your wings are shaky. Your echolocation is fuzzy. You crash. Into rocks, into walls, into other bats. But no one helps you. That's not how this works. You learn to bounce, to flap harder, to land softer. You start finding heat, movement, life. Your body knows it before your brain does. Blood is out there. And now, you just need to find a way to drink it, without dying first. You're flying, not far, not fast, but it's real. And out here, there's no moon, no streetlights, just blackness so thick you can taste it. But you don't need eyes. You've got echolocation. You chirp, wait, listen. The echoes bounce back like a sonar map. Cave wall, tree branch, cow, yup, dinner detected. But finding a cow in the dark is the easy part. The hard part? Choosing the right spot to bite, not the leg. Too tough, not the tail. Too twitchy. You want soft skin, good flow, low drama. You circle, you hover, you land like a ninja. And here's the wild part. They don't even feel you land. You crawl silently, delicately. You sniff, you lick, and then you make the tiniest cut, with teeth so sharp they'd impress a scalpel. Blood wells up, warm, fresh. You don't suck. You lap, like a little vampire kitten, and your saliva, it keeps the blood flowing. It's anti-clot magic. Dinner on tap. The cow shifts, but doesn't panic. You drink, just enough, then disappear into the night like a red-eyed whisper. You're not messy, you're surgical, and for the first time in your life, you're full. The night is still, the air hums. You've landed, you've crawled. Now it's time. Your first real bite. You hesitate, just a second, because it's one thing to train in a cave, one thing to watch the adults. But this is different. This is real. You find the spot, soft, warm, pulsing with blood just under the skin. You lean in and bite, not a chomp, just a paper-cut thin slice. Blood rises, and you taste it, metallic, salty, alive, and something clicks. This isn't gross. This isn't weird. This is perfect. Your body hums like it's remembering what it was built for. You lap, slow, steady, controlled. Not because you're polite, but because you don't want them to notice. You're not a killer. You don't need your prey to die. You just need them to bleed. It's intimate. It's efficient. It's quiet. And for the first time in your short, upside-down, echo-filled life, you feel like yourself. This is who you are, a creature of the night, a specialist. And from this moment on, you will never hunt like anything else. You used to think blood was just food, a weird, risky midnight snack. But now, you get it. Blood is everything. It's survival, sure, but it's also currency, responsibility, power. You don't just fly around biting random things. You plan. You remember which cows bleed better, which pigs kick too much, which horses sleep like rocks. You map the night in your head like a living GPS of warm targets. You get faster, cleaner, quieter. One bite, one flow, one perfect extraction. No waste, no mess, no alarms. Just blood and gone. But here's the twist. Some nights you don't find food. Maybe the herd moved. Maybe the wind betrayed you. Maybe luck just ran dry. And that's when things get complicated. Because vampire bats don't just feed themselves, they share. You fly home empty. Another bat sees you. And if they like you, if they trust you, they vomit blood into your mouth. Yeah, it's gross. But it's also kind of sweet. You'll do the same for them next time. Maybe, because out here, your reputation is everything. If you're greedy, selfish, a liar, next time you're hungry, you get nothing. You feed. You help. You remember. You're not just a bloodsucker, you're a night shift professional, and the job never ends. It starts with one drop, a hungry night, an empty belly, a familiar face. You land beside them weak, squeak softly, and they decide to feed you. They spit up some blood. You drink it. Disgusting? Yes. Touching? Also yes. That one act, it saves your life. And you remember, not because you're sentimental, because you owe them now. Next time it's you who feeds. And not just them. Maybe their kid. Maybe their weird cousin who keeps flying into walls. You build bonds through blood. This isn't charity, it's insurance. Everyone's watching. Everyone knows who shares and who doesn't. You mess someone over? Next time you're starving? The whole roost turns their backs. You can't fake it. You can't lie. You either gave or you didn't. There are no contracts, no scorecards, just memory. And bat memory. Oh, it's sharp. One bat ignores you twice? You remember forever. And maybe, just maybe, next time they're hungry, you look them in the eyes and turn away, not to be cruel, just to remind them, in the vampire bat world, blood is earned, not owed. You're not cuddly, you're not cute. You sleep upside down, eat blood, and hiss at strangers, and yet, somehow, you have friends, not in the let's grab coffee and talk about our feelings kind of way, but real ones. The kind that notice when you don't come back. The kind that share when you're starving. That squeak when you land. That let you hang next to them even though you snore weird. You groom each other. Not because you care about hygiene, but because trust needs maintenance. You nibble ears. Pick bugs out of fur. Whisper secrets in high-pitched clicks. You don't do drama. You do loyalty. You don't have dozens of friends. Just a few. The ones that matter, the ones that bleed for you. And yeah, you remember who they are. You remember who showed up, not just when you were hungry, but when you were injured or cold, or just hanging there alone in the back of the roost, in a world where everything wants to bite you, crush you, or swat you. One bat turning toward you with a drop of warm blood. That's love. The dorky, upside-down, unspoken kind. But love all the same. People fear you, not because they've met you, but because they've heard stories, myths, murmurs, shadows on the wall. Vampire, monster, bloodsucker. They forget you're tiny, that you weigh less than a slice of toast, that your bite is careful, surgical, and rarely fatal. But fear doesn't care about scale. And legends? They don't check the facts, so they call you evil, hunt you, curse your name. Meanwhile, you fly, silent, steady, undeterred, because you're not here to be understood. You're here to do what you've always done. Navigate the dark, find what you need, feed carefully, return home. The world changes, lights get brighter, forests shrink, but still, you fly, night after night. Maybe no one sees you, maybe no one thanks you, but you're still part of the balance. A warm pulse in a cold sky, a soft wing slicing through the silence. You don't need applause, or mercy, or myth. You just need the night, and as long as the night exists, so will you.